Hey everyone, it's Misael. Welcome to another video. I hope everybody is doing well. In my last video, I showed off this box. It's time to finally find out what's inside of it. All right, so starting things off, I'd like to preface the video by saying that I've already taken a look at the stuff that's in here. I just needed to make sure that things powered on and that the basic functionality was there. But let's start taking a look at what's actually in here. So the box is right here, just for reference. It's on the floor. I don't have a lot of recording space in here, so it's on the floor, but I'll be reaching down for the stuff that's in here. So first up, we have this guy, the box. But it's actually a switch, specifically a Cisco 2950 router. It's a layer 2 switch, so I can't do layer 3 routing, but that's fine because there's other goodies in here that will handle that for us. And we'll take a look at that right now. But it's a Cisco 2950 switch, so I have one, and I'm counting them because not only do I have one, but I have two, but I also have three, but I actually have four. I have four Cisco 2950 switches, so this will be fun. I think it'll be fun to explore the STP, Spanning Tree Protocol, and how that's kind of working on layer two. This one is a little bit different than the other three because I bought this one. And I'll try to kind of, I don't have a lot of recording space in here, but I'll try to put them in the camera as much as I can, and I'll pull up the camera to them in a second. But I bought this switch, uh, oh man, about 3 years ago maybe, and I was trying to build a home lab at the time, but buying used reliable equipment that works for for the because I've been practicing for the CCNA has been kind of pricey, and I can't, there's no way to really reliably check if it's working or not. But like I said, and this one is a little bit different, the one that I bought a while ago, because as you can see, this one at the top has 12 ports, and this one has 24 ports, so it's got double the ports. I don't think I'll be plugging in that many devices for testing purposes, but they are there. And it should allow me to practice as much as possible for the CCNA. Let me actually bring them all up together. A little heavy, but here we go. Whoops. There are four layer 2 2950 Cisco switches. These will be awesome to practice overall. Because like I said, overall, the goal is to build a home lab. I also have two Raspberry Pi that I plan to purpose for other things, like I want to set up a DNS server, a DHCP server. So those things are I'm looking forward to. And I mentioned that those were layer 2 switches, and they can't do routing, just switching. But I did get in this box a Cisco 1921 router. This will allow me to do, OSPF configurations and things like that. Unfortunately, I only have one right now, one router. But hopefully I can get another one at least of the same make and model so I can practice things like OSPF and other routing protocols. But this one looks great. They all power on. There are a couple issues with them though. Um, Primarily, the issue is that they have a username and a password. But unfortunately, based on the preliminary checks that I've done online, there are possibilities. It should be pretty easy to reset them back to default settings, back to the factory settings. This other box also had some random stuff. It had these two Linksys boxes. I don't think I'll be using these much for anything. Maybe later on I'll look into what they can actually do, but for now, I probably won't use them for anything. But the person I bought this off of from Facebook Marketplace gave me a console cable, USB to console, which is great because I'll be needing plenty of those since I have four devices, actually five devices at the time as of this recording, and they came with all of the AC adapters. At three for the switch and one for the router. They are different, so there is no. I don't think there's a way to mix those up. So that'll be great. But yeah, Like I said, it's kind of hard sometimes to find reliable, well-priced equipment. Luckily, I got this whole box for 75 bucks on Facebook Marketplace. Here we have all of the devices up close. There are, like I said, one, two, three, four of the 2950 switches. As you can see, this is the 12-port switch that I had that I already previously owned. These three here, two at the top, one on the bottom, are 24-port switches. Um, two of these four, well, this one is mine. I have the line, the console line password and the privileged exec mode password, everything for this one. So this one should be fine. But two of these switches um, still have previous configurations, so they still have a username and a password to them. But they should be pretty easy to reset. From what I was reading online, you basically hold the mode button as you plug it the power coordinate at the same time, and then you monitor the terminal emulator, and then it should take you into the sort of like recovery mode, and you can reset it from there. But that'll be a separate video because I will have to reset at least two of these, and I might even reset my own just for that way all of these are on the same page. And here is the router, the 1921. Everything booted up properly. This router is also logged to a previous configuration, so it does need a username and a password, unfortunately. But from what I was reading online, this should be pretty easy to reset as well. It involves inserting like a control break command as the router is initializing. That way you can get into the basically the password recovery mode as well. So both of these have separate password recovery procedures, but they should be pretty straightforward. And I will be recording two separate videos, one on how to reset the router, one on how to reset the switch. But should be some great videos. Like I said, the goal here is to build a home lab. I think I have more than enough switches right now. I will eventually hopefully get another router. Like I mentioned earlier, I have two Raspberry Pis. It's a Raspberry Pi Zero and a Raspberry Pi 4. Both of those should prove very valuable to this project to set up a DNS server, a DHCP server, and any other things that I might want to set up and test for this project. Because overall, the goal here for me is to set up the home lab, practice networking, and take the CCNA exam. I did already kind of go through sort of a course. I finished Jeremy's IT lab. Those videos were amazing. So if you guys want to get started with your CCNA stuff, I definitely recommend those videos. I love the flashcards. So definitely check out Jeremy's IT lab. They were awesome, awesome videos. But yeah, stay tuned for all the future videos that are coming. Like I said, there's two videos coming up for the router and the switch. Those will be recorded separately. And overall, we're gonna keep building the home lab slowly. I happen to have an Ethernet cord here on my desk, so I have plenty of these that I've bought over the years at the Goodwill, thrift shops, and things like that. So I should have more than enough cables. I also have some old devices, like some old laptops. Um, and yeah, I can't do really wireless because I don't really have like any of the access points right now. Plus, I don't think any of these do power over Ethernet. I think this one could, but it needs a WIC card, and I don't know if it has it or not, but we'll find out. But eventually, I will set up wireless, so we can't do like wireless devices like a tablet or anything like that. But for now, I can plug in hardware, hardwired connections like to laptops and things like that, just to make sure IP addresses are being handed out and things like that. Here is the console cable that came with the box. Unfortunately, the little latch is broken, but that's okay. It still works. I already tested it. And yeah, stay tuned for these videos while we, as you know, build the home lab. Thanks for watching. Bye.